Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to configure the LAN PC. LAN PC is our test PC, and the IP that we are going to configure is 10.12.12.6. Then we will check the connectivity between test PC and checkpoint gateway. So we will, once we configure this PC, then we will see the connectivity. We ping the gateway address 10.12.12.10. So primary gateway Ethernet 1 interface we already configured in the first or second video. Now we are going to log in the test PC and configure this IP and check are they able to ping or not. This is the first task. Then we are going to log in the smart console, and I'll show you about the rules. But the default rule, that is the cleanup rule, and then our task will be to reach to the internet. So we want to ping the public server 8.8.8 from the test PC. So for that we need to create some rules in the smart console. That will do it in a later part. The first part is to configure the test PC. So I'll click here and click open ultra wrapper, then enter the password test123. Okay, so I'll open the command prompt and go to my adapter settings using a shortcut ncpa.cpl. Okay, now right click on it and go to the properties, click the IPv4 properties, click the manual, use the following IP address and enter the IP 10.12.12.6. The subnet is class C 24 255.255.255.0, and the gateway will be our checkpoint gateway interface 1 address 10.12.12.10. Click OK, close, and wait for few seconds. Once everything is finished, you will get this message. Okay, cancel it. Let's close this and ping the gateway. Ping 10.12.12.10. Okay, this is not work because of the default rule. Now what this mean, default rule? Okay, to understand this, let's go to our admin PC where we have the smart console. We will log into the smart console and see what is the cleanup rule is doing. Okay, so let's go to admin PC. So this is our smart console. You know, we have already installed in the last videos. Now username is admin, password is test123. What is the security management server IP? That is 104.0.0.100. Click login. Now wait for a few seconds. This will initialize, load, and launching the application will take few seconds. This will not take much time. So you will see in front of you there is a smart console. It is loading. Depends on how much RAM you have given to this machine. Okay, so I'm talking about this cleanup rule. You know, this rule is saying any source, any destination, any VPN, any service or application, the action is drop. This one. Track is set to none, so we don't have any log for this. So let's do a little bit change and see what will be the change happen if we change the action to accept and we want to log. Okay, and okay, so let me install this policy. publish and install. So I'll select the access control feature. So now the current problem is there is no gateway. Okay, so it means that we need to add the gateway also. Before doing any changes, let's go here. This is our gateway. No, this is not our gateway, this is our CheckPoint SMS server. We need to add a new gateway. We'll need to go to the gateway. We select the classic mode. And this will take a little bit of time. Okay. So now let me give the gateway name. My gateway name is, this is my gateway, what I'm talking about. So let me enter the name CP underscore primary gateway. What is the IP address? This is the IP address 104.0.0.254, the Ethernet 0 address 104.0.0.254. There is no IPv6. Let me not enter any command. Okay, so we need to create a trust. Remember the SIC I'm talking about, the secure internal communication, the password we have configure in the primary when we configure the primary gateway admin 123. We need to enter that. So we need to create a trust establishment between these two devices. I'm talking about primary gateway and security management server. So let's click here and enter the authentication password. The password is admin123, admin123, and click on the initialize. So this is the trust communication initiation. So once you click it, scan it, and here you can see the certificate status trust established. So click OK, and it will automatically show the topology details of the interfaces of the primary gateway. Here you can see Ethernet 2 is our DMZ IP address, Ethernet 3 is our WAN IP address, Ethernet 3 1.49, Ethernet 0 is 254, and Ethernet 1 is 10.12.12.10. Okay, so this is done. We added the gateway. This is the options, the blades option. Currently only firewall is selected. This is the management blades. Let me click OK. No interfaces are defined. Topology information must be configured in order to use anti-spoof feature. Click yes currently. Okay. And okay. Okay, so here is our primary gateway. So let's go to the policies and let's go. We have done some changes. Remember, in the policy we want to accept, we have selected the log. Now this section is asking where you want to install your policy. So once I click it, it will show me the primary gateway. Earlier it was not showing. Now it is selecting the primary gateway. Now we need to either you click here install policy and publish and install, or you can click on the session details, enter the details, and click on publish. Let me this time go with the install policy. You can enter the details, description, session names, and click on publish and install. And it shows the access control, and here now it is showing the primary gateway. So I'll click on install. This is the install mode options. Click install. Now it will take few seconds to install, between 20 to 30 seconds maybe. Let me pause the video. Once it is completed, I'll resume back. So this is already, so this is installed now on primary gateway, but it's showing some error that anti-spoofing is not configured for some of the interface and gateways. We will check it later. Currently our changes has been deployed over the gateway. Let me close it and let's go to test PC again. So this is my test PC and let me ping the gateway. See, now I am able to ping the gateway. Why? Because of the cleanup rule. Earlier it was saying any source, any destination action will be dropped earlier, but now once we selected accept, it allows to ping. And I hope there will be some logs generated for this. Here it is. So now you can see the logs. This is all-time log. Let me click last hour log. Okay, there are a lot of things are going on in the back, but we want to check ICMP. Source, my source will be 10.12.12.6. Let me check, is there any rule? Yes, there is one log generated. This is the source, this is the destination, and the ICMP. And the rule is, okay, now we have a bigger picture. So the origin is gateway where the log is generated. Action is accepted. Policy management is CPSMS standard. The rule which is responsible to showing this log is cleanup rule. If we click here, okay, it is showing something at the back. Here is the rule where it is highlighted. Now the traffic source and the source zone is internal. The destination is our checkpoint gateway, this one, and the interface where it is detected is Ethernet 1. Let's click on a match rule, the rule number 1, which is the cleanup rule. Rule name is cleanup rule. Okay, let me close this. Now I hope you have an idea that what exactly this cleanup rule is doing at the at our first rule in our rule base or in our security policies. So let's change it again. Let's make it drop and log, and now let's add another rule. Okay, now just add one more rule above the cleanup rule and give the name management interface. Now what this rule about, we want a separate rule to access, to allow this network 104.0.0.0 to access the primary gateway. Now we need to create an object for the source to allow this. Now to create an object, click here, new, network, and give the name to the object. Suppose I'm taking as mgmt network, and the IP that I'm going to assign is this one, 104.0.0.0, 104.0.0.0, and the class C subnet 255.255.255 and 0. I'll click OK. Now the destination, my destination is the management IP. This is the IP address. I'll add one host object. Let me add the name of the object, management IP, and the IP address for this is 104.0.0.254. Great. Click OK. Yes. Okay, let's leave the VPN services application now. Okay, actions I want to accept. So if any traffic is coming from my management interface, means this network, suppose admin PC wants to access the primary gateway. The primary gateway is defined under this object, the management IP. Now if this is going to happen, then my admin PC will be allowed. So this is what this is what I'm defining in this rule, and I also want this log, this rule should be log. So I select the log option here, and where I want to deploy my policy on my primary gateway. So this is done. Okay, now let's deploy it and see what happened. Publish and install. Okay, now we need to install it. This will take few seconds. Let me pause the video. Once this is done, I'll resume back. Okay, the policy is deployed. If we click here on the details, see the policy is deployed. Again, the anti-spoofing issues is coming. I'll definitely resolve this in the further part. Let me close this till now. Okay, now let's go to the primary gateway. So let me clear all this and ping 10.12.12.6, and you will see there is no IP because there is no rule defined for LAN to WAN. So if we have not defined any rule, it means we cannot communicate. Now to allow the traffic from LAN to WAN, we need to create a new rule. Let's define that. Till then I'll just press the Ctrl C button to finish this scan. Okay, now I'm going to Smart Consoles and create a new rule in between of the management and cleanup rule. Now the new rule, I'm saying from LAN to WAN, the source object is I need to create a new object. LAN, I'm giving the name is LAN underscore subnet, and the IP that I'm going to define is 10.12.12.0, my LAN network. You can see here, this is the network, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 class C address, and I'll click OK. Okay, now this is the LAN subnet, and the destination will be any. So I'll leave it like this, and I want any traffic to be accepted if any traffic is coming from LAN to WAN, and it should be log. And I want to deploy this policy on CheckPoint primary gateway. Okay, now now we have done with this. Let me install the policy on the gateway. Okay, there is some validation issues. Name uniqueness. Okay, remember the error is coming. This is because we already defined the the LAN subnet. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me go to the objects. This is a good thing that the issues are coming, because the more problems will come, the more we are going to learn. So I'll open the object explorer and search for LAN subnet underscore subnet. Okay, no objects are coming. Okay, let me pause the video. Once I found the subnet, I'll show it to you. Okay, here I found the subnets, the LAN subnet. So when we go inside the object explorer, when we click on the network, and these are the two subnets that we have actually defined here. So we need to remove it. Let me remove it, and I'll show you one more time how we create the object in the rule. Okay, now another thing is, if your object is used in the policy, you cannot delete that object. Just before that, I have delete one subnet. One host object you can delete, but another object which is in use, you cannot delete it. Okay, just leave it as it is. I'll go here and let me click install policy, publish and install. Now there will be no problem. Now we need to click install and our policy is pushed to our gateway. So this will take a little bit of time. Till then I'll just pause the video. Okay, our policy is installed now. Let's see, do we have connectivity from LAN to WAN? Let me see first that can we able to reach to my test PC 192, sorry, 10.12.12.6. Yes, now we have a connectivity. Now let's go to the test PC and we'll connect to primary gateway IP first, and then we are going to ping the 8.8.8.8 IP. Okay, this is my test PC. Let me ping the gateway address 10.12.12.10. Yes, we are able to reach. Now let's ping 8.8.8.8, and we are not able to reach because the reason is we have not defined the NAT. So our packet is dropped by the firewall at the interface 1. Okay, let's add the NAT, the dynamic path. And to add a dynamic path, we need to click on the LAN subnet, and we need to go double click on it and select the NAT. Check this option, add automatic address translation rules. Select the height and click OK. Once you are done with this, click on install policy, publish and install. And click on install. Wait for a few seconds. Once this is done, we will get the message and I'll resume back. So you can see our policy is installed. Let's close this and let's go to the PC, test PC, and see that our packet reached to the internet or not. So let me close this, clean this, and ping to 8888. Few packets will be dropped, but let's check, do we have internet? Yes, we have internet connections, but a lot of packets are dropped. Let me ping again. Okay, so it means that we have a connectivity now from the LAN network to the WAN, the internet. So this is how we can reach from LAN zone to internet by just adding one rule here and apply a NAT to reach out to the network, to the internet. So thank you for watching this.